Robert Redford, actor, director, environmentalist, has died at 89. Many know him for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Sting, All the President's Men. But there are strange little-known facts about his life that few people talk about. Here are some of them. 1. Polio in childhood. He suffered a mild case of polio as a child. It wasn't widely known, but that early illness stayed with him, influencing his empathy for public health causes later in life. 2. Not always a model student. In his school days, he was restless. He admitted he was bad at staying focused in class. He would find reasons to leave the classroom, anything from pretending a stomach ache to slipping outside, wandering. He said the structure of school frustrated him. 3. Early trouble and mischief. In his youth, Redford got into petty trouble, things like stealing hubcaps, sneaking into neighbors' pools, or breaking into backyards. Nothing major, but surprising coming from someone who would become a screen idol. 4. From humble origins. His father started out as a milkman. Later on, he worked as an accountant in the oil business. Robert Redford didn't grow up with celebrity or glamour. His roots were modest. 5. Loss and tragedy in the family. One of the most painful facts. His first child, Scott, died of sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS, at just 5 months. Another son, James, often called Jamie, died in 2020. These losses shaped the private side of his life and the causes he cared about. 6. He bought Utah on a dream. Using his early earnings, he invested in land in Utah. That land would become critical to his Sundance legacy. The Sundance Resort, the Sundance Institute, the Sundance Film Festival. The name Sundance itself comes from one of his most famous roles, Sundance Kid. 7. Rare dual success, actor and director. His first film as director, Ordinary People, 1980, won an Academy Award for Best Director and Best Picture. It's rare that an actor transitions to directing and immediately wins such high honors. 8. Environmentalist from the beginning. Long before environmentalism became mainstream in Hollywood, Redford was involved. He was a trustee of the Natural Resources Defense Council, pushed for clean air and water legislation, conservation, and used his influence and resources to protect landscapes. 9. Public image versus private life. Much of the public sees the charismatic star, the rugged hero, the glamorous man. But behind the scenes, he led a quieter, temperate life. He valued privacy, reflection, was deeply affected by personal loss, and often used his art to explore spiritual, moral, ecological questions. 10. Names and legacy. His real name was Charles Robert Redford, Jr., but Robert Redford is what the world knows. He collected honors, Oscars, Golden Globes, BAFTAs, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. But perhaps his greatest legacy is the Sundance movement, giving voice to independent filmmakers. Robert Redford's death marks the end of an era. But these strange, surprising truths remind us that beyond the spotlight, behind the fame, was a man shaped by adversity, curious about life, and devoted to making something more than just movies, something meaningful.